Hello everyone, so I'm back with another update. So I made the desktop view responsive. Here, I'll do iPhone first. Got the menu, mission statement section, quote, the services, another quote, and then the footer. And I'll just change it to responsive mode. This is about, here, make it a little bit smaller. I think I made it so it's like 768, something like that. Anyway, for the text, since it wasn't enough space, I still kept it with the column. I made the quote extend wider. 2x2 for the services. And then the footer, 2x2, then I centered the address and the social media links. And then if you make it, I added a media query, trying to think, I think it's 992 pixels. So once it's big enough, I add the pseudo element for the quotes icon back. And then these become a row of 3. I mean, these are on their own column. And then I have the right border. These are still grouped together 2x2 because it's not enough room for all of them to be in one row. And the footer is the same. I want to say, I'm trying to see where it changes. There we go. Around like 1100 or so, the footer becomes 4 columns. And then, everything is in the same row of 4 columns. And then this is align center, justify content center. So this centers until it gets wide enough that it'll all go on the same row, and then it pops up on the same row. And then I have a max width of 1400, I think it's 1400 pixels or so. So as it gets wider, this won't get any bigger. If you notice, it's kind of like an invisible line going down. So it'll just be more white space on the end. All right, I added the About Us section. The original, I'll show you the original website. Here, let me slide it over. I hope you can still see the screen. Yeah, here's the About Us page. The pictures, this is still not the final picture. They still want to get professional photos at some point. And it's pretty grainy because this original picture was really pretty small. So even on this size, it doesn't look as good because it's kind of grainy. So I really still didn't have any new information to put on this page. So I just tried to maybe present it in like a more slightly modern way, but still pretty much the same concept since this page is pretty basic. So I used remove.bg and I removed the background, and then I added a border radius of 50%. So it gives it like this circle view. I just thought it looked a little better than that box around it. And it makes the picture look a little bit clearer against the contrast of the white. I made this, the paragraph text, I want to say a max width of like 70%, I want to say, so that the line length isn't but so long. And now I see I need to give this a min height, I believe. I think I cut it too short because there's a white space under the footer. So I need to check that out. I was looking at this on another monitor, but this monitor is slightly bigger than my laptop. So I noticed that difference. And one more thing I added. Oh, and also, sorry, I was in the. All right, so this is also mobile responsive as well. I just put everything in a column, which was super easy. And then as it gets wider, I break it up so that they're side by side. But I want to say at this point, the max width is smaller. Just because I didn't want the picture to be squished. And then as I get more room, this becomes 50, I think 50% and 50%. So they both have equal width. All right, the next thing I changed is I added the contact page. This is not the final styling. I just kind of put things on the page to get a general idea of where I wanted everything to be. Like this sidebar, I definitely don't like how it looks, but this is at least where I want that information to go. Her original website, it had the dark background for the contact page, and I liked how that looked, so I wanted to keep the same trend. I just decided to change the color because the colors in her logo now are a lot different than her original logo. So I used I have a extension called Colorzilla, and I just can literally mouse over. Yeah, I'll show you if it'll let me. Oh, maybe not. It won't let me when I'm on this view. But anyway, it'll let you use like a little eyedropper to select whatever color you want, so you can find that exact match rather than trying to guess on your own. So like that's how I come up with all these colors that complement perfectly. Like this blue is the same as the little cloud behind her. This background color is the same as this. Oh, and also I added, which I need to change these now because you probably can't see it, but when you select on focus and hover, the background of whatever input field that you currently just clicked on changes to a very pale purple, and they're all the same. The outline color actually changes too, but because I changed the purple background, you can't really see it. So I may actually, because originally the background was white, so now I just remembered I have to make some changes to see how I want to style that. What else? Oh, the original, also the original website had just the map was just a square. I think I used Flexbox to put the form and the map side by side. But on a previous website that I made, I like the look of the horizontal map that takes up the full width of the screen. So I decided to put it down here. And then I feel like this kind of boxes in the page, kind of ties it all together. So I just want to think of maybe add like borders around here or something. I think I want to keep this color. I just need to make this part, the text, look a little fancier, and of course add icons to it. And then the footer is the same. And I think so far that's all that I've changed. I still need to build out the therapy services page and the FAQ page. And then I don't think I made this view responsive yet. Let me see. Nope, I didn't make it responsive yet. So before I do that, I have to make this responsive and then build out those other two pages. Then I'll decide on, I wanted kind of cooler button hover animations because the original web page, at the time that I made it, I hadn't learned how to really do a lot of animations or anything cool really. So I've learned how to do a thing or two since then. So I wanted to upgrade it just a little bit. But yeah, thanks for watching.